Documents and submittals. A board that undertakes the construction, remodeling, renovation, lease, and lease purchase of educational plant and auxiliary facility day labor project, regardless of the cost of fund sources, shall develop policies, procedure for the review of the contract construction documentations outlined in Section 1013-38 Florida State Statutes. The issuance of the building permits as outlined in Section 5379 Florida State Statutes. Code of the board shall be a uniform building code, which is part of the Florida Building Code of the Florida Fire Prevention Code, as stated in the building codes of the life codes for public educational facilities. Board authorized building departments. Board authorized building departments where provided shall comply with the requirements of the Florida Building Code, the certification requirements of Chapter 468 Florida State Statute of the Building Code, Administrative Inspectors, Chapter 53 Florida State Statutes, and Chapter 101, 1001, 1013 Florida State Statutes. Review by local fire authority. The site of the planned new construction additional exceeds 25,000 square feet shall be submitted to the local county or municipal independent fire control district. Compliance with the review of the fire department access roads, fire protection system, connection locations, fire hydrant spacing. The site plan shall be deemed approved unless the local fire authority submits a board fire official a written list of deficiencies within 15 days after the receipt of the site plan. Unreasonable request for the local fire authority. The board shall provide reasonable access to all construction documents. Archiving the documents. Board shall be provided the permanent archiving. The construction documents shall submit the department as requested project data pursuant to Section 1013-50 of the Florida State Statute. Board shall document and maintain as part of the construction record the method of compliance for the Florida Building Code and Florida Fire Prevention Code. Building permits. All construction projects should be permitted pursuant to Section 5379, 5380 Florida State Statutes. If the board requests the building permit from the office, the board shall comply with the following criteria. The board designated certified fire safety inspector shall review and approve the Phase 3 construction documentations. The local, county, municipal, independent special fire control district review each site of the plan for new construction remodeling greater than 25,000 or 2,500 square feet for the compliance with the applicable provisions of Florida Fire Prevention Code relating to the fire department access road, fire protection system, connection locations, fire hydrants, spacing. All mandatory cited into the Phase 3 review letter shall be corrected. The board shall obtain all other required permits for the project. The board shall verify that the contract meets all insurance requirements and the in-contractor license is current. The board shall electronically transmit the office to the EFIS completed building permit application OEF Form 220. Two completed signed and sealed paper sets of corrected construction documentation has also been fixed. All other required permit stamps should be submitted to the office. Upon receipt of the documents, verification of all mandatories have been satisfied. Verification of the contractor license is current. The office will issue the bonding bill. Upon the receipt of the documents, verification of all mandatories have been satisfied. The verification that the contractor's license is current. The office will issue the building permit, the OEF Form 225. One of the side of the paper documents will be stamped, returned to the district along with the building permit. The building permit shall be posted on the job site. Annual maintenance permit pursuant to Section 55386D for the state statute. The board may use an annual maintenance permit to facilitate routine maintenance work. If the board wishes to obtain an annual maintenance permit from the office is issuing the building permits to the board. Then the board shall submit to the office the request of the written includes the description of how the board enforces the requirements of the states, the Florida Building Code, the Florida Fire Prevention Code for the projects under the annual maintenance permit. The description must name the entity that will be performed all required inspections. Explain how each of the projects is going to be documented, tracked for code compliance. Upon the receipt of the above information, the annual maintenance permit, the OEF Form 226, will be issued to the board. Review by office. The board may submit construction documentations of the office for the review of the proof prescribed in this section. New construction, remodeling, renovation, regardless of the estimated project cost. Documentation for the project submitted by the office for the review shall conform to the appropriate sections of the set of requirements of educational facilities. Delegation of authority. Pursuant to Section 1013-371 1C the Florida State Statutes, a board is authorized to adopt policies, procedure, delegation of authority to a superintendent president for the submitting documentation of the office of review for the approval subsequent to and consistent with the board's approved scope, time frame, funding, and the source and the budget of the project. Approval of the approved withhold notice that approval of construction phase 3 documentation approved withheld construction phase 3 documents will be issued to the administrator and the project design professional. If the approval is withheld withheld from the construction phase 3 documents, the board shall be corrected and cited mandatories. Corrections to phase 3 documentations reviewed in office shall be resubmitted, highlighting any changes from the original. When all mandatories are satisfied, the administrative project design professional will receive a letter of approval from the office. Construction projects with $300,000 or more for each of the construction projects, $300,000 or more, the school district of the Florida College shall electronically transmit the EFIS following information to the office. Prior to the completion of the Phase 3 construction documentations, informing regarding the design firms for the project plan review that need to be used in the plan, reviewing the building official construction techniques to be used to manage construction for the project, the cost of the construction, number of student stations, building areas, the OEF Form 110, OEF Form 208. At the completion of the project, information regarding the intended date of the occupancy, certification, architect's engineering inspection of the construction project, and the inspector's building official certification of the inspection, information about the contracted threshold inspectors, if applicable, constructing cost information of the OAF Form 10,000B and OAF Form 10,002A. Documented submittals. The board chooses to send documents of the office to review. One set of the signed, sealed construction documents shall be submitted as follows. General requirements. The letter of transmittal, OEF Form 208, the construction documents for the review of the form shall be electronically transmitted to the office of the EFIS. Record set of signed, sealed construction documents, statements of the compliance, only complete construction documentation signed and sealed by the design professional. In accordance with the Board of the Architecture, the Provisional Engineer Board will be accepted for review. These documents shall contain the state compliance with the architect engineer of the record to be best of knowledge. These drawings and the project manual are complete and comply with the Florida Building Code. This submittal is the officer's record set of the bid documents, which will be permanently archived by the office for benefit of future boards. Engineering qualification for mechanical, electrical, structural system. When requested by the office, the engineering calculation shall be submitted separately from the drawings and the project manual. Changes for construction documentation may be prior to the contract award in the form of the addendum. Resubmittal documents. Addendum is revised drawings, so it shall graphically indicate changes for the original be signed and sealed to the design professional and submitted to the office as they occur during the bidding process for the complete record of the second site documentation. The life cycle cost analysis. The OEF Form LCCA document data summary sheets 1, 2, 3. The LCCA life cycle cost analysis shall be electronically signed and electronically transmitted to the office of the EFIS for review and approval. Florida Engineering Efficiency Code of the Building Construction, FEEC, the Florida Engineering Efficiency Code of the Building Construction, Chapter 13 of the Florida Building Code compliance forms. Submit one of the copies of the Florida Energy Efficiency Code compliance forms signed and sealed by the State of Florida Registered Design Professional, including calculation for mechanical systems documentation, energy efficiency ratio rating, the HAVOC equipment, electrical system installation, building envelope to the office, facility space and charter net and the gross square footage. OEF Form 208 A. The form shall indicate all in the room names in the project. The state required educational facility design codes, room numbers, the number of square feet in each of the room, design, occupational capacity. The form shall be electronically submitted off at the EFIS. Project implementation information, OEF Form 110A. The form shall include the information regarding the design forms for the project, individual licensed architect and the engineers, sign, sealing of the contract documents, the plan review, and it needs to be used for the plan review, the building official construction techniques to be used to manage the construction project, the construction cost of the construction, number of student stations, the building area. The form shall be electronically transmitted to the office through EFIS. The analysis record with the section 1013-37-1A2, the Florida State statute analysis must evaluate the building and material system comply with life cycle for the maintenance, custodial, operation, life expectancy against initial costs as described in section 1013-37-1E2. Florida State standards evaluation materials are available for the office website in the publication Life Costs Guidelines of Material Building Systems for Florida's public educational facilities and Florida.org ED facilities forms plans review ESAP. One copy of the analysis should be submitted to the office. The drawings documented should be submitted on the sheet size not exceeding 32 inches with 42 inches. The drawings shall include the following site plans, including not limited to the landscaping, mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, architectural site plan, including the following information as applicable: acreage, point of the compass, scale of the area, location map, legal description, property, 5 demolition, G excavation, H utilities, I finishing grade, J contours, general topographical conditions, K flood zone, floodplain evaluation, including statement signed by the architect engineer. Record identifies the Florida insurance rate map, Florida zone, and Florida plane evaluation when the project is located. L, the overall dimensions. M, the adjacent highways. O, N, and the roads. O, the emergency access. P, the emergency fire hydrants. Q, the power transmission lines. R, the ownership and the use of the adjacent land wall. S, the walk pathways. T, the vehicle and biking parking area. The U, to the accessible for the person's disability. V, the service areas. W, the play areas. X, the bus and car load zone. Bus and carload zonings. Y, the existing buildings. Use Z, the location of the proposed building, future add-ons, and AA community use buildings. B, phase construction. C, drainage, water retention ponds. So disposal of water system supplies such as physical features may adversely affect the enhance the safety, health, and water welfare, visual environment, and the comfort to the occupants. The plan of the details includes not limited to the title sheets, including the table of contents statement of the compliance with the architect or engineer record of each discipline shall have been a list of abbreviations, shall material indications, shall notation symbols at the beginning of this section of the plan. Architectural sheets, including the floor plans, door windows, room finishings, schedules, roofs, and plans, evaluations, sections, and details. Floor plan showing the point of the compass, overall dimensions, identifying each of the spaces proposed by the door, locations accessible for the persons with disability, fish, the numbers loaded of each space, proposed passive design, low engineering use of features, possible community service areas, instructional spaces that may be converted to community use areas, any existing buildings or use of the future additionals of phase and construction emergency public shelter design features if applicable. A life safety plan showing area of the occupant loaded of each room, means of egress, accessibility for the person with disability, smoke walls, fire resistant rated walls, rated doors, emergency wall openings, smoke vents, pass-through valves, emergency disconnecting, emergency lighting, emergency power equipment, fire extinguisher, exit sign, smoke, fire damper, stage project range, the fume hoods, eye wash, and emergency showers, protected corridors and smoke barriers, fire alarm systems, and room names. And the fish numbers. Any of the other life safety features relevant to the facility life safety plan shall also show the fire sprinkler. If approved, the plan shall indicate the correct action tie-ins and existing equipment by the symbol. Floor plan shall enter the fire facility drawn into an architectural scale that will allow the entire facility to be shown on one sheet without break lines. Floor plans in addition with the existing facilities indicating the connections tie-ins in the building, including all existing spaces, exits, plumbing fixtures, locations, and any proposed changes thereto. The plan details shall distinguish between new and existing areas of renovation, remodeling, and any addition drawings related to accessible lifts. With accessible lifts are being installed in existing facilities, drawing of the proposed vertical platforms listing to install the remodeling and renovation of existing facilities shall include the layout of the drawings showing the effect of the lift, existing corridor with the exit hitting with the affected facility stretch of the proposed incline wheelchair lift shall include the layout of the drawing showing the ineffective on the lift of the lift in both the fold and unfolded position in the stairway with the upper lower platform storage locations affecting and the effective on exiting the affected areas of the facility. A floor plan showing the methods used to permanently define the means of egress, such as a surface finish, or a color when planning an opening space schools. I. Exterior building elevations as necessary, showing the general character of the facility. J. Typical building show the dimensions, proposed construction materials, evaluation, finished floors, finished ground grades, steel hands. Details shall show how the structural fire restriction integrity it will be maintained at preparation. Civil structural sheets, including paving, drainage, water, stationary sewer, fire protection, foundation plans, floor plans, roof plans, structural plans, section details, pipes, culvert beams, columns, walls, and footing schedules. Mechanical sheets, including the floor plans, room names, fish numbers, piping the runs, section details, fire reservoir diagrams, fire sprinkler system calculations, kitchen exhaust hoods, equipment fans, fixtures, scheduled fixtures, location fixtures, unit calculation, mechanical room layout control diagrams, equal electrical sheet, including floor plans, room names, and fish numbers, sections, detailed riser diagrams, fixtures, panels, schedules, technologically, communications, and data. And a threshold building and inspection and prepared with the architectural engineer of the record is set forth in section 553, 79F of the Florida State Statute. Include the name of the certified threshold building inspector shall be submitted to the office for the review of approval. C. The project manual. The project manual should include, but not limited to, the following: a title page, including the statement of compliance by the architect engineer of the record, sign and seal the table, the content schedule of the drawings, innovation of the bid, advertisements of the bid, time of the complete construction instruction bidders, including the date of the time of the bid opening, notice of the pre-bid conferences, sample forms, and bond requirements. 9. Insurance requirements. 10. General conditions, supplementary conditions. 11. Soil test resulting. 12. Special indicating requirements for the special materials equivalent, materials, equipment, construction system, standard workmanship, performance, and related services agenda. 9. Reuse and prototype projects. The facility list of the construction documentation shall be updated, highlighting any changes from the original to adapt any new site that comply with the state requirements for educational facilities and current rules of the OM codes relating to the life, safety, health, and sanitation, physical disabilities, any laws affecting at any time the building permit construction documents permitted shall comply with the Florida Building Code of the Florida Fire Prevention Code, FEEC, and the LCCA life life cycle cost analysis document shall also be updated to evaluate energy using the energy efficient programs. An analysis should be included evaluated the building material system compares the life cycle cost for the maintenance, custodial, operation, life expectancy against the initial cost. It is described in section 1013-37 1E. The Florida State Statute. Standard evaluation materials are available for the office of the publication. Life cycle cost accounts for the material of the building of the Florida Public Educational Facilities. www.florida.org.ed facilities. Forms plan review ASAP. The Florida College Master Plan. Proposed building should conform to the approved campus. Proposed building should conform to approved campuses development plan. Campus development plan should be updated every 5 years. Policies and fire protection authorities. Each school board of Florida College should provide a copy of the other floor plans other than relevant documents for each of the educational facilities, law enforcement agencies, fire department, and the jurisdiction over each educational facility in the district. By October 1st of each of the year, the school boards of the Florida College shall be submitted to revised floor plans or other relevant documents for each of the educational facility that was modified during the preceding year. See Rule 6A20010, Florida Administrative Code, Section 1013-02, 1013-12, 1013-37, 1013-38, 1013-40, 1013-45, 1014-17, 1013-47, 1013-50 Florida State statutes.